Greetings and salutations, friends, and welcome to Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. This is the Emperor edition, I guess, of Total War Pharaoh, kind of like in Rome 2, where they've decided that the game is basically dead. They're not going to support it anymore. But they also want they want a little PR win at the end, you know? They want to appear as if they've done something worthwhile. And so they've added out a big new patch with some interesting mechanics, which I guess we'll talk about first right here. So, lethality. Every strike of a soldier has a chance to kill their opponent outright. Different unit types have varying chance to do so, with elite units being more lethal than common soldiers. No, so excuse me. There we go. You can switch between the two types. You've got characters that can actually die now. There's some new lands and dynasties. And marriage. I love that. It's like, wow, a marriage mechanics. That really is new and groundbreaking mechanics for a Total War game. Yes. Minor factions. Sargon the Great. Ooh. Sea Tower Lights. I'm very... I'm very skeptical about lethality, because it... God damn it. It kind of reminds me of the old one hit point system that Total War used to have, which worked very well, of course, but now we're combining the hit point system with the hit point bar system? We'll see, I guess. Agamemnon, King of Mycenae. Ooh, Agamemnon from Troy. Priam Nertu Apel Ekur. That's a weird name. Okay. Yeah, sure, we don't need a tutorial. I've played a Total War game or two before. Let's see. Can you actually pick the... Oh, you can actually pick the minor factions too. That's neat. I do like that. That is cool. So there are quite a lot of factions. Hati, oh, I hate his headdress. Canaan, Sea People. Oh, so you're allowed to play the Sea People. Oh, Blondes. Mesopotamia. And then the Greeks. Alright, well, at least there's a lot of factions, which is cool. Let's see, Ornu, before we got started today for $20. Can I pay you not to play this dumpster fire? Also, VS petition that you cover the dev versus Coach drama instead of him. He is whinging in the most hilariously Slavic fashion because people keep pestering him. Well, luckily, they're not pestering me, so I am uninvolved, as they say. Let's see, have chat been pointing out anything particularly interesting? New Mesopotamian factions. Okay, let's see. Mesopotamia. So it's either Nurtu Apal Ekur or Ada Shuba Ushur. These are weird names. Well, he's got a I like the idea of archer heroes. I've always kind of wanted to play an archer hero and have it be fun. It never has been. They're always shit, but this might be the first time. Cheap recruitment of units and generals. New generals gain a mount ancillary. Okay, War Council, Faction Universal melee units, Assyrian sappers, Assur horsemen. Okay. What about the other guy? The other guy has armored Shihulu spears and Babylonian nobles. Some more Babylonian, huh? Cheap and numerous. I like cheap and numerous. Let's go.
Assyria's legacy shall last forever.
Let's do these guys then. Alright, so preview of the units you've got. Militia, chargers, levy archers, the usual. They do have those cool little derpy-ass hats that I do quite enjoy. Right, is this gonna be like a... Oh, you're not gonna tell me, are you? It's like, enemy units are just gonna have a higher morale than you for no particular reason. Normal, thank you. I've had enough of that for quite some time. Embrace your tradition or something. This is the... Yes, this is the old cutscene where he chokes on a grape for some reason. Yeah, he's just a little bit of a weirdo old man, that's all. At least they've got kick-ass beards. This is good.
The Tigris River is a gift from the gods. Its waters nourish a civilization as old as ours. It gave life to many cities, with Ashur among the greatest. The Assyrians are formidable. United, their military prowess matches our own. But like any empire, they face trials both internal and external. This kingdom is rife with opportunists. One such leader, Ninurta Apol Ekur, considers himself superior to others and is seeking Assyria's throne. He must manage his Hittite neighbors, lest they bring his downfall. Yet he is belligerent and prefers war over diplomacy. Trouble comes from within too, taking advantage of Ninurta's vulnerability. Other Assyrian factions seek to claim territory and prestige at his expense. Expansion has even reached Babylon, a long-coveted prize for this warlike empire. However, they couldn't hold the city, famous for its defiance. The Assyrian Empire is under pressure from all directions. Stretched thin to maintain its dominance and beset by a leadership crisis. This is the perfect time for Ninurta to grab the throne and lead Assyria to glory, or destroy it utterly, should he fail.
Well, imagine that or something. Ninurta, whoever the hell that is. Dynasties, terrain, weather... Weather, firstborn, yeah, yep. This is just literally the back of the gameplay box feature window.
Glory to Assyria and its people.
Right, so I start out with two little cities with Sargon's face on them, which is eerie, I must admit. I kind of expect to hear him speaking to me in any moment now, complaining about something. Yeah, no man. Right, so how did this work again? You've got the minor settlements, you've got the big settlements, and then you've got the always hated regional system, which I've always mildly despised. Now, you should be able to have regions. Having regions is good. It's just that the video game shouldn't force you to have regions. You should be able to designate your own regions, like any, you know, normal and natural situation. Right, then you've got the resource system, which is cute.
In
Gold.
such times I must hold my
Food.
temper.
Usual. Durkatimiui. Alright, well, I definitely want dudes that can swing swords. Allows recruitment of dudes with sticks. Alright. Allows recruitment of dudes with sticks with horses, maybe? No. None of this allows recruitment of anyone with sticks. Right, I'll start building a military compound, I guess.
People laugh and smile. I do too.
Why? Why do you laugh and smile? What's so funny? Recruitment cost, 15%. Recruitment rank, +3. I mean, that's a lot for generals, so who cares? Bronze, 5%. I've already have bronze, so I don't need to worry too much. Food, gold. What is the upkeep again? Upkeep is food.
All answer to me.
Alright. I think upkeep is food. Okay, I've got 638 food, so... Food. Shrine of Niurtana. Influence. Okay, what's the... I am unmarried. Well, that's unfortunate. Royal Decrees, that's the tech system. Happiness sounds useful. Let's get that. Turn 3. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that then. Ammunition on recruitment. That sounds pointless. Alright, a lot of these smaller buildings are not that great. Oh, they're local buildings, are they? Okay. Dependent upon the region. Right, okay. It got very dark all of a sudden. Very dark. Building a bigger house for myself is always a good thing. I've never seen anything negative come out of building a larger houses for myself. Extra wood. Would I like extra wood? Is there anything else I would like more? I would probably like a Temple of Nirnurta more. I feel like worshipping the gods is always beneficial. And then I need workforce. Okay, happiness is going down massively because I am
Assyria must recognize my greatness.
Playing on her too high difficulty, I guess. Idle workforce. Really? Growth, idle, 1, 1, and 1. Can I build anything else? I can't. Not gonna see anyways. This got really dark video game. Can I turn this off somehow? Because I know, it looks cool and stuff, but I'd actually kind of prefer if you just didn't, because it makes it difficult to see everything. I have no idea. Alright, well, enough
What
fucking
now?
about.
I will not hold back.
You're attacking Shuhu. Am I supposed to be attacking Shuhu? I feel like I should, but I also feel like he has better dudes than me. Akkadian militia, Akkadian hunters, Akkadian farmers. Okay, farmers are probably shit at fighting, so we can take that, I'll think. I think, maybe, possibly. His picture is an ostrich. The ostrich, a majestic being. Majestic creature, in fact. I've got one dude of Kopish. What do you got? You just on foot? You're just a little dumbass on foot?
How weak they are.
Worse, you're a little dumbass with bows. Wow, that's a little...
Noble warrior and champion of Assyria.
That feels like it might make me a little sad, honestly. Are these really large units? Okay, so let's see here. So these are naked dudes with Kopeshes. The naked dude with Kopeshes. What's their lethality? Their lethality is... weak vigor, stands hard, the heat. Kopesh.
We'll make light work of these fools.
High lethality. Okay, just high. You're not gonna tell me the percentage chance. Okay, so swords are high lethality. BT sticks are low lethality. That makes a certain amount of sense. Although I would argue, honestly, I don't know.
No hesitation.
Is a Kopesh more lethal than a... I mean, I guess it makes you bleed more, I guess, but... I'm not gonna argue too much.
Mighty steeds.
And then we've got dudes with horses and tiny, pathetic little spears. What's their lethality like? Counter capture, excellent battle speed, weight class, medium cow. Wait, hold on. Do they...
Oh, I've missed the thrill of battle.
Do they not have lethality? So, can cavalry? Okay, is that just like they didn't list it, or can cavalry not do lethality things? Because that would be a pretty major nerf to cavalry then, right?
This is everything we trained for.
Right? Okay, well, let's not assume anything, or just yet, I guess. That seems like an interesting thing.
Blades! Mace to face! Death comes!
Right, I do love, by the way, the addition of the view. Like, this is a feature I do like. It's not a new feature or anything, but it is a feature that I love, and that I hope that Creative Assembly do a lot more with. Because the idea of actually having to find your enemy... Oh. My enemy immediately turned in my general direction, which means the AI doesn't actually have Fog of War, which means it kind of makes that whole feature a little bit redundant. Okay, never mind. I was excited for a moment there, but now I'm less excited again. See, do you always run? Yeah, don't do that. See, the idea of that is actually a really, really, really cool notion, right? I'm presuming you will be, like, slow in a swamp, which means I would actually have like to go over to the swamp. Can I go over to the swamp in time? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. But the idea of limited visibility. Now, in a game like this, it isn't really gonna do that much, because having limited visibility of your enemy when all of your units are just melee dudes isn't actually going to affect the way you wage a war all that much. If anything, it's not going to really affect you at all. Okay, are you... Okay, if you're going to let me go over there, I am going to go over there. Then again, I guess... Would you be dumb enough to attack me over a swamp? I feel like that would be too much to ask, even of the usually retarded Total War AI, frankly. But if you were to create a like Renaissance Total War game, or like a Napoleon Total War game like they did in the past, then the ability to actually find your enemy is a massive change. As they have made the maps larger, which I do also like. I bring up this example every time I talk about this because it's a great example, but are you actually going to just peel off a unit to go chase my fucking cavalry? You are. Okay.
The gods are with me.
I don't
Fire is the answer.
I don't actually think that's very clever. I actually think that's patently retarded, but hey, you know. You do you. Oh, God, arrow trails. I do hate arrow trails.
Cavalry, ready. Let's fly.
Holy shit, the damage is a little bit...
Them down.
Really?
Get to there.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. That was swift.
Go now.
Very well.
I was just starting to have fun.
Very well indeed. God, I hope you don't have a lot of ammunition because that's mildly absurd.
Primed for battle. On the move.
Well, that's one enemy unit dealt with.
Put their eyes out. Noble warrior and champion of Assyria. Full assault. Arrows of the east. On we go.
I've destroyed 2 units already. I'm working on a 3rd unit now.
The gods guide us. Set forth. Mace to face. Shift out. By my might, yes. Face my wrath.
All right.
Odin! Kill, crush, and destroy!
Hey, Kill, Crush, and Destroy, KKND. That was a very good game.
At the canter!
Very good game. Very good game indeed, KKND. Excellent video game. Holy shit, this is... Are you sure this is supposed to be the speed of battles? Are you certain?
Rend their flesh!
Are you absolutely sure this is a good idea, video game? Because I think this is retarded. Alright, well, they're breaking too.
Honor the gods!
Get stabbed, yo! Oh, it shoots raspberry jello onto my screen. Wow, that's not actually something I approve of. That's actually kind of dumb.
Horses! We survive another day!
Alright, well, chase down as many of them as you can, I suppose. Let's not let... Okay, so back to the point. If you do this in a setting like Napoleonic War, for example, and you add in things like built-up settlements on the map, or even better, like objectives that you can capture for bonuses, like maybe an ammunition stock that gives your units like double the ammo, or allows them to recharge a certain number of shots during the course of a battle or something. You know, give a real reason to go out onto the map and seize objective markers. Then having stuff like dragoons or horse cavalry, horse artillery, horse artillery? Is it just called like, I swear to God, there was a term for like mounted cannon for like light horse batteries or something like that. I don't know. And then you can go out and find the enemy, seize objectives, light troops suddenly have a reason to exist. And I really like the potential implications of having larger maps with, like, vision on them. It has so many cool things you could do with vision. Not that this game is in any position to do any of that, but it's a really interesting idea. Right, well, I'm obviously going to do unit replenishment because that 8-minute battle slaughtered like a quarter of my army.
Yes. Glory to Assyria and its people, for I am their savior.
Mr. Twisted Frenzy, was the Kopesh an effective weapon? Sort of, yeah. No, like, the Kopesh was actually not a bad weapon. The curved edge means that you have a much heavier, like, cutting blow. Now, the Macedonian one, what was it called? Falchetta? No. The one with the opposite curved edge was even better because it increased the cutting area, but the basic idea to add weight to the slash was a very good one. You could also inverse it, and the idea there was that you could hook it behind the enemy's shield to pull it aside, opening them up for a slash. But like all cutting weapons, of course, they were limited by the fact that a cut is simply not as lethal as a stab. And whilst it did have a greater cutting weight, the Macedonian one still had a better advantage because it had a larger cutting surface, meaning that the resulting wound was larger and could potentially even, like, almost sever limbs, which was, of course, far more lethal. But yeah, no, the Kopesh was not a bad weapon.
Protector of Assyria.
Oh, do they have a second?
Go away.
They had a second army there. Okay.
Resist me.
Right. Well, I mean, I regained all of my dudes from that fight, so I guess I'm heading to attack your second army now. And it's the exact same army as the preceding one. Rightio then. Copis, that was the one, yeah. Right, okay, so it's raining or it can be storming. Considering that, like, all of my, like, dude's effectiveness is from ranged combat, that seems like a really bad day for warfare for my poor dudes, honestly.
I hope they have made their peace with death.
Alright, I need a nice open area, so we're gonna deploy over here.
Nothing can stop us. Cross over there.
March steady.
But yeah, the need to do scouting is really, really cool. And I do also like the fact that they're increasing their focus on terrain. Like having areas of mud, having areas of hill, having areas of light brush or heavy brush, etc. All of these things are things that will be really, really fantastic if implemented in a game where terrain matters, and in a game where the enemy doesn't immediately know exactly where you are. Now, to make the Total War mechanics truly effective, you are going to need a full rework of the battle system, because you are going to need objectives that are worth capturing for more than immediate battlefield purposes. You are going to need objectives that you can potentially ignore, and objectives whose capture might not win you the battle, but will be such a large benefit that you would like to send units off, like, long distances to capture them. But the vision system is actually really cool. It's just that it's not going to have any effect in a, game like this, because at the end of the day, if your core battlefield mechanic is your dudes meets the enemy dudes in the middle of the field, then no amount of cool vision mechanics is going to do a damnable thing. It's not going to change anything, because at the end of the day, the only way to win the game is to throw your dudes against the enemy's dudes and see who comes out on top. Right, I would imagine you'd be, what's this? This is like brush, okay. Can I get like a tooltip of what brush does? So, predicted weather storm, so it'll only get worse for me the longer this goes on.
I look forward to celebrating our victory. That way. Step by step.
So, I guess we're gonna do the time-honored Total War thing of going off to try and just snipe their fucking general, because why not? Why not? I've got a super long-range, like, snipey dude for a general, so sniping the enemy's general is, sounds like a fair Legolas move to me. Definitely sounds like a fair Legolas move to me. A fair and balanced Legolas move, and we'll put those on the flank to kill off those little javelin dudes.
Fight with pride.
Fight with pride! That is why we are going to try and kill their general, and only their general, yes. Because this is what you do when you have pride. You snipe the bitch with a bow from 500 yards. Yeah. Okay, I should probably not allow them to do that.
I am coming.
Send the volley! I was born for this!
Taking fire, you are indeed.
Play! On we go!
Make the gods proud.
I see the enemy's inability to do anything except aim for the direct center of the enemy's battle line and simply charge is also, hasn't really changed much.
Head there.
Right, and now we go streaming around their flank to try and shoot them in the back. A classic Total War tactic.
Proud and tall. Get to there.
Right, get on to the next unit of javelins. I would like to zoom in and show you some combat, but the game is going to be over before I have a fucking opportunity to do so. That raspberry gel effect is really, really bad. I can see the .png outlines where they didn't quite manage to delete all of the little white artifacting.
Aim and fire! Horses!
My dudes, they are routing because I didn't have the correct weather to allow me to kill half their army with just bows. No. Whistling sounds.
How could it end like this?
How could it end like this? How could our brave band of army dudes be defeated by bent sticks? We just don't understand. Yeah, this is... My god.
I'm not saying
I feel like every Total War game I complain about how retardedly quick the battles are, and apparently Creative Assembly heard that and thought to themselves,
champion of Assyria.
people want battles to be quicker. I see. Wow, okay. Let's make battles quicker. I mean, you've certainly succeeded in making battles quicker. Does anyone enjoy this? Okay, honest question here, chat. Does anyone enjoy the 3-minute combats? Does anyone prefer that? Does anyone's like, oh yeah, no, I like my combat to last 2 minutes tops, please, and then I'd like to be done with the video game. Anyone? Is there anyone who actually likes that? I mean, God. I feel like every time people are asking for longer battles, more strategic battles, where, you know, actually holding a line, maybe, God help us all, having reserves might be a useful fucking mechanic or something. Having a battle in depth, having the ability to actually take advantage of the triple ACs or something, instead of just one enormous fucking clusterfuck every single fight. Because fuck, my arrows just delete entire units now, and then there's like a 30-second melee, and then the war's over.
I dedicate this victory to Ashur.
Then we take captives
Lessers
to
deserve less.
refill our army.
The cry of triumph.
Really? He still had dudes. I'm pretty sure I chased him down and killed him with a horse, but
Taste Assyria's
well,
power.
I guess it's more XP for me. Auto-resolve.
A testament to Assyria's supremacy. Glory to Assyria and its people, for I am their savior.
Okay, well, that was kind of retarded, but hey, I'm
must be
advancing,
ruthless.
so I suppose I shouldn't complain too loudly. Right, I should build more stuff, because this is probably valuable. So, Dur Katalakami, that produces wood, so if I have anything that produces wood, that'd probably be good. Influence +2, legitimacy +3. Random unit to join the outpost garrison. Referrals and items to exchange units. Replenishment 5% this region. That, because it would be nice to actually have more units there. Production, all resources +10%. That sounds awesome, of course. A little house there. Right, so influence. I'm sure that's useful for something. Diplomacy, maybe? So let's see. I'm at war with these people. Oh, the map, diplomacy map is
Everybody
still
has their duty.
not very good, huh? So that's increasing to
Right
neutral.
up,
That's
bag of
increasing.
gold or bronze blade.
You don't like me, that's unfortunate, because you're directly behind me.
True master of the arts.
I am very of Assyria.
Alright, well, is it a glance to see what you can and cannot do? That's good. Alright, I used all my stone and loads of bronze, but I don't need loads of bronze, actually. Turn stone. Okay, I just need more stone, right? One pending action. What is that? Unassigned skill points. Nurta apple pakara pakara. Okay, you can become, what, a better archer? Alright, this was the whole, like, horse, cow, sheep system. Right, so I need to become more of a cow or sheep person. Experience 4, yeah, okay. Competency. Oh, I level up here. So he's a bird person. So, bird person, purely. Ammunition +15. Yes, that sounds like exactly what I would want a bird person to do, so I'm going to buy the thing that gives me more pointy six to shoot at ranged people. Wow, that is a That is kind of a boring level up system, really. So I get bird points, and then I put bird points into unlocking things. Okay. Not as exciting as the Total War Warhammer level up system, I will say. Dark Resurrect for $10. Thank you very much, sir. I'd want a battle where battle lines and reserves matter, to the point that if you have a breakthrough, you have a chance to close it and not be immediately overrun. Exactly, like, okay. Now, one of the key problems is the 20 units limit. You can never really do this with 20 units. They need to expand upon that 20 unit fucking system. Minus 13, God, why are you so pissy with me? Taxes, of course. You whine about fucking taxes. Shits. Alright, how can I make you happy? How can I make you less bitchy and whiny? There appears to be no way to make them less bitchy and whiny. They're going to be permanently bitchy and whiny. Yes, until I can unlock a bigger temple, they are going to just actually be permanently bitchy and whiny. Also, I really do dislike the fact that there's nighttime.
Nothing passes me by.
Enough with your
So, how much place does this garrison?
Fire is the answer.
Singuaria. Garrison of 6 units. Farmers, archers, militia. Okay, I can probably take
Resist
that.
me and you will die.
Alright, you're gonna starve in how long? A while, probably. Can I... Is there a point, should I... It's like he'll have 2 bodyguards units. So the bodyguards units will probably beat my ass, that's the problem. Archer units will be kind of annoying as well. Yeah, we'll take it. But you need to have a system that encourages you to actually create a battle line and then hold the enemy, where frankly, an infantry unit fighting another infantry unit should not do a lot of damage. We are going to wait. Like 1 unit of like Roman Legionnaires, for example. Morale plus 10, temple, 10 hit points. Healed per second, that's an interesting thing. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure that the battle is going to be determined in 1 clash regardless, but sure. Like 1 unit of like Roman Legionnaires, for example, standing up against 1 unit of barbarian dudes. There's not actually going to be that much damage being dealt. Like, there's not going to be that many dudes dying every moment of that battle. The important part is the breaking of the enemy's morale, because there are actually very few casualties as 1 unit grinds up against another unit. Ancient combat was not particularly lethal. Like a vast majority of casualties came when 1 battle line was broken by the other army and you devolved into a pursuit. That's when that's when people actually started dying in these battles. Okay, you're gonna just run away, I guess. I mean, hey, it's better than Total War 3 Kingdoms, where the enemy unit would just stand there and get their asses fucking pin-cushioned, so, you know, there's that.
Assure's finest. Ride on.
Except...
Ashur condemned you.
Okay, there's a lot of mud and shit there, so I don't know if this is necessarily clever. Oh no, they can turn on a goddamn dime and start shooting at me immediately. Okay.
In Assyria's name.
I mean, I would imagine their accuracy would be awful considering, you know, the range and everything they're shooting at, but...
We won't miss. Nothing can stop us.
Let's fly. We march.
And that unit's already broken, and no, in fact, that unit is actually already not merely breaking, it is already broken. Okay, go on to the next unit of archers.
Blades. On the move.
Boy, this AI is fucking atrocious. Holy shit.
Fight with pride. Move order.
His AI is really bad.
Arrows.
Like, even by Total War standards, this is bad.
Time to move.
Even by Total War standards, this is really bad.
Spare the horses!
Then the volley!
Strike them
I mean,
down!
you can come at me, bruh, but I don't know. I don't know if it'll really, you know, help you out here, because you're gonna be struggling through the mud and stuff. Is that a general unit? It might be.
Judge, strike, win.
Oh yeah, don't worry about the no, don't worry about the skirmish mode, bruh. Don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about the skirmish mode. They can't actually reach us. We'll just shoot them into bloody messes before they can get anywhere near us. Don't worry about that. You don't need to run away. Silly Willy. And there they go. Like, don't get me wrong, the bow was a very powerful weapon back then, but I feel as if we've gone a little bit too far here. This is a joke, if I'm to be entirely honest.
Get to there. Noble warrior and champion of Assyria.
Oh, God. Oh no, enemy units, they disabled their stealth fields. Ah, I might actually be in trouble for a moment here. Engage rapid fire bows. Oh, no, never mind. We're actually gonna break their morale before they can even get to us. No, never mind. Never mind, false alarm, we don't need to be worried. It's okay.
Set forth.
It's alright, they're already broken.
Stay your shots.
Don't worry about it.
Break them!
No need to panic. It's okay.
That way.
412 Cadia for 100 Norwegian kroners, 10 bucks. Thank you very much, sir. Good evening, Arch. Here's your reward for streaming in an EU-friendly time for once. Thank you. It's because I'm gonna go watch Deadpool and Wolverine later, so I needed to do this a little bit earlier, because I wanted to give it a look, and my god, after playing Kingdoms and that vastly superior battle system, man, I am just sad at coming back to Total War combat. I really am I just feel sad. That's really all. I just feel sad. That really is it. I feel depressed. Close victory.
Rejoice, warriors.
Close victory. Really? You felt as if I just barely eked that one out, did you? I think I disagree personally, but oh well. Minus 15 happiness. I'll talk about it. Oh, at least they've divided province instability and, you know, regional instability. That's good, because that was always a bit retarded how that, you know, was overlapping
I
there.
am their savior.
Oh, never mind. They didn't. I was about to praise them for separating that, as it makes no sense for a city over here to be upset that a city over there was ransacked. Like, oh my god, you defeated our enemies? How dare you? That's retarded, video game. That's dumb, video game. Cease doing the dumb video game. But no, it's the province happiness. Okay, that is still retarded. That is still patently fucking idiotic, but as you say. Right, idle workforce. I guess I need to get people to go work somewhere else. How do I do that? Do I build buildings for them to work in? And construction cost sounds good. Ah, yep, that doesn't decrease them. Okay. That make you sensu. That make you sensu. Healing hole. I'd rather have that gives me stone. Because I don't have any stone. Stone is the problem. I do not own stone. Workforce growth. You know, I don't necessarily think I want workforce growth, because the workers are actually the primary cause for, you know, anger and nonsense right now. So I actually think having more workers would be a greater detriment to me than it would be, hiccups, a benefit right now, I'm afraid. So if I build a general, will he calm people the fuck down, I wonder? I should probably build, like, his happy building first. Oh, cut. That's stone too. Gosh darn it. Alright. How do I recruit dudes? I would like to recruit
Protector
dudes.
of Assyria.
Akkadian hunters, Akkadian farmers, neither of which are useful in any way to me. Levy archers, yep, they're overpowered as shit. Give me more of those, and
Strength, honor, discipline.
more Assyrian levies too, thank you very much. Happiness +3, faction capital province, yeah, that sounds good. Definitely need more happiness, as people are going to rebel very soon because I did conquer their enemies. Administration burden. Ah, yes. Building centers to increase administration in an area will actually make it more difficult to administer that region. Excuse me? Excusez-moi? Increasing the amount of administrators will make it more difficult to administer a region? We speak different languages, you and I, video game. Saving. Alright, well,
now?
I have more dudes now. More dudes, good. Winter severe. Ah, yes, I imagine the winters in the desert must be quite terrible. Right, taxes, provincial instability, and events. Okay, so I will eventually start regaining happiness at some point, which is good. I can upgrade this, which will give me more happiness, and so I shall. I can maybe build the happy building? No, I cannot. I really shouldn't... Well, no, I can unlock 2 more slots, so it's not actually that big a deal. Right, and to get that, I need... 3 people, or 3 idle people? 3 idle people, I'm guessing. Local deities, Ninurtwa. Is this what I use the influence for? Tier shrines... Favor, no. Alright, once Ninurtwa was peaceful, but then he got really angry with everybody. Charge bonus this army, recruitment rank, okie dokie, cult center Nippur, discovered realm. That's really fucking far away. Ooh, I like the little constellation glow. That's cute, I like that. That's a neato cheeto little effect right there. Right, who am I most likely to be forced into a war with now, then? New notifications. What notifications? What are you trying to draw my attention towards video game? Not sure. I guess you're just telling me that this exists. Okay, well, thank you.
Praise Assyria.
Right, so who hates me?
bright ideas for dull problems.
Those people hate me.
We must stand together.
Those people hate me.
Everybody has their duty.
Those people hate me. Wow, a lot of people hate
The
me.
future belongs.
Rightful ruler of Cardunia.
We must stand together.
Trespassers against Assyria. Bought made with Assyria, cheese with Assyria, peace runs Assyria. They're enemies with
10,000
Kari.
correct actions.
Okay, I believe Kari will be my enemy too then.
Not
But first,
convenient.
more dudes.
Warriors, heed a serious call.
I must admit, I don't see much reason to bring club dudes when I could bring these dudes. Ah, they've got an upkeep in bronze, do they? Well, shit.
Our army must grow.
Alright, just give me 3 more Kopesh dudes, I suppose.
I serve a
What's
great
that button?
cause.
Special recruitment, which I don't have available to me. Okie dokie.
I am listening. For now.
Single boss ship.
Good. I will.
Okay, keep them happy. Why is it so gosh darn dark all the time? See, it sounds like a good idea to have like a night-day thing. It sounds like a good idea. It isn't a good idea. It's a terrible idea. It's, how many was that? 1 dude. Okay, I'm not really worried about 1 dude. Are you gonna start attacking me? Are ya? Because you're on the other side of the map. I'd really prefer it if you didn't. Do you hate
will
me?
rise again.
I
Death
need to
is
find
nothing
out
to
if you
fear.
hate me, because I'm a little bit worried that if you hate me, I'm gonna have to go all the way over there.
We must be ruthless.
No, you're kinda like me. Okay. Aggressive. Ugh. See, I've kind of got a little...
Bag of gold? Right?
I've got
I
little...
take care of problems.
Got little assholes all around me. Wakshuni has a garrison of 9 units, so even if you do try to piss on me, I
Born to
should
spill
probably
blood.
be able to deal with you, so... I'll just ignore you for the time being, then. Can I upgrade that to the next thing now? No, I need 550 and 3 out of the workforce 2. Okay, so... Next turn. Right, I
Nothing
guess we're
passes me
going to
by.
declare war on these little dudes now, then. That is a garrison outcrow, which did what? Exchange units. Upsilin. Chimerina warriors, spear and shield raiders.
By Ninurta. Traverse this ground.
Wait, can I pick up the cavalry from over there? Because that would be kind of cute.
The stars. What?
That would be kind of cute if I could do that. And declaring war on them is going to make me friends. Where's Olga's? Ah, that's what you were talking about. Ashur and Ishtar. Alright. And royal decrees. Research that. Influence and promise with the faction leader. Influence promise with the faction leader. Mm, 25% food sounds pretty fucking swell, honestly. So we're gonna get that one. Sankara 2, yeah, but I'm not gonna upgrade that because I want to save the stone. Outcoach construction, sure. Yep, no, there's a lot of things, but I'm not gonna build any of it. Saving stone. Johnson Smith for $5. Thank you very much, sir. You're 5, suggesting for your history channel an alternative histories and cultures of the military. Lots of discussion about war, but not the people. That is true. How culture changes, forms militaries. You're gonna invade me, are you? Yeah, you're gonna piss off. Good. Total. Choose an ambition. You maintain 25 units in total, maintain all 8 units with full type, current type 1, native missing. Construct a resource type building producing gold. Okay, well, I'm not sure which one of these are 25 units in total. I mean, that's probably what I'm working towards, but I'm not going to do that in 10 turns. I don't have enough fucking food for that.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Native Mesopotamian units. Can I see the map? Because I don't know which one of these are actually doable. Yeah, I'll pick that one, I guess. I don't think I can actually do that one, but...
I do this for Assyria.
So can I? I can! Okay, that's pretty cute. I like the idea of that, like...
Resist me and you
having
will die.
little recruitment stations where you can pick up dudes. That's a neato cheeto thing. We will have war, you and I. Because my other friend over there don't like you. That means I don't like you. Screw you. And your family.
Death to you.
Like, why did these guys have the tall, big, dumb helmets? Why do they use the tall, big, dumb helmets? What is the cultural reason for the big, dumb helmets? I think it probably has something to do with their gods, like their... Why did I do that? That was dumb. Like, their gods have big, dumb helmets, and so they're like, wow, big, dumb helmets are really cool. My god. I wish I could have a big, dumb helmet, too. Probably. Almost certainly, in fact.
Noble warrior and champion of Assyria.
Well, I think I'm going to do the exact same thing as last time. Just really gaily set up my archers, shoot the fuck out of the enemy, and then... well, laugh, I guess, at the terrible combat system. What else is there to do, truly?
Riddle them with arrows.
We are indeed going to riddle them with arrows.
Cross over there. Step by step.
Right, boys, prepare the nuclear weapon of the age. The bent stick with twine. And deploy arrows. Ah, so much strawberry jam. 10 seconds later, the unit is breaking.
Judge, strike, win. Put their eyes out.
Oh my god, enemy archers.
We ride. On we go.
Right. Go on, horses. Kill the enemy dude with their bent sticks.
Great is this day.
The reasons why the Assyrians conquered everyone was because they had realized that there was a counter to the bent stick with twine. A horse. Okay, to be fair, that's a little bit too many dudes. That's okay. You just hit them a little bit with your horse and then you can run away, okay? Run away.
No, death will not take me.
So much strawberry jam.
Proud and torn. Ride on. By my command. How could it end like this? I'm not staying here. Strike them down.
Oh no.
Break them.
The enemy. They be charging.
Tear through them.
God, but this combat system really is awful. God help me. Okay, well, at least now we have an opportunity to watch a little bit of melee whilst the rest of this works out. Okay, well, at least the unit collision is better. You know, they're more like a solid block style formation than previously. This is good.
Proceed.
They're not going quite as, like, just big blobby, which is nice.
Assyria rolls.
What are the combat animations? Yeah, the melee actually looks kind of okay. Like, they've got a nice, like, solid, tight mess. They're not flowing into each other as much as they often do in Rome. Yeah, the melee actually looks decent. It's only a shame that it only lasts for about 10 seconds, or when I flank them with archers, then eradicate their entire army in one fucking volley.
Mighty steeds.
Might as well whore out some experience points, I guess. The bows are way too good here. Like, a million times too good. Because the melee is actually... The melee is actually kind of slow. Like, not super slow, but, you know, by Total War standards, the melee is kind of slow. It's just that the bows just obliterate entire units in single fucking volleys. Plan on playing Fallout London? Not like planned, no. Is it coming out soon? I've heard lots about it, but I've always been hearing it's like, oh, it's almost done or something. That was 5 years ago. A rising tide drowns all boats. Oh, kick to the crotch there. That's a little bit. It's a little uncharitable, don't you think?
You are the pride of Assyria, warriors. My might swells.
The sacred land of our ancestor Marie. I see.
Glory to Assyria and its people, for I am their savior.
Oh no, an idle workforce. The worst thing. Alright, so that's a food settlement. I think we'll head up to Duara then as soon as possible, because we are going to need far more stone. And yep, definitely get working on that. Items gained, rations. An onion a day keeps well. Just about everyone away, death included on occasion.
Praise Assyria!
Alright, march coordinator, movement speed, that sounds good, but rank 8, I can't actually unlock it, so dick me. What's that song? The French song, yes. Le Oignon? It's like, the onion, it is good, the onion is fried in oil, but no onions for the Austrians. The dirty, dirty Austrians. That's actually a song that exists. Right, I'm going to turn off taxation because otherwise you're going to be very pissy with me. General, something like that. L'Oignon.
Enough with your pestering.
General. I don't remember that one. I know it. It's a very fun song, but I don't remember it off the top of my head. Partially because it's in French, which I am. Is that a capybara? That can't be a capybara. Is that a capybara? Because if that is a capybara, then I like this. I like this settlement. They demand 800 bronze for 3,000 food. No, that sounds retarded. That actually sounds, yeah, no, just straight up, actually unironically retarded. What are you even doing, my bruh? Nothing. Okay.
Not convenient.
Oh, now we're gonna head up there. Wait, declare war? I thought... Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't do that. Yeah, it's a little annoying that you did that, because I was kind of hoping I could take that, but okay. Yeah, I wish you hadn't done that. That was a little gay of you,
seek
but...
strong warriors.
Cannot capture. Upkeep 30 bronze. Goddamn, that's a lot. 618 wood, but I do want chariots, though. That would be funny. 296 food. I can't feed them either, but it would be funny. Court.
You are in this court by my grace only.
Ah. Darn it. I don't have any courtly positions. Legitimacy. I'm just not very legitimate. Maybe I declare war on my friends and take their stuff, but... Oh no, they're actually huge. Alright. Yeah, I shouldn't do that yet then. At the very least I should... Oh wait, did I do the gold thing? I should have done the gold thing! There was a gold settlement right there! Why didn't I do the fucking gold thing? God damn! I should have done the gold thing. The gold thing would have been... I didn't do the gold thing. Dumb! Should have done the gold thing. Absolutely should have done the gold thing. Well, I just need rocks right now, so...
Protector of Assyria.
I guess declaring war on you next would be the logical next step.
Are these the finest?
And I kind of want this unit. I do kind of want this unit because it does look pretty cute.
Resist me and you will die.
So do I, how do I like, can I like, go out onto the river?
The stars, what?
Or would I be better served by going up here? Yeah, because these guys are conquering all kinds of shit, so... Bronze, I would like to get bronze income. Do they like me? Do they dislike me?
I take care of problems.
They dislike me. Perfect. That means that me taking your shit is actually entirely okay.
I do this for Assyria. Marching order.
Let's
Move
head up there then.
Warriors.
So, -5. You're just gonna be mad with me for the foreseeable future, aren't you? Yeah, in fact, I don't think there's any way I can ever make you not be mad at me and tax you at the same time. Happiness? Yeah, kinda. Oh, there's one happiness down there. Is that it? That does look like it's actually it. That makes me a bit sad.
Service guarantees citizenship.
So apparently having a better administration does not actually make people happy. That does not make people happy either. Okay, tear down that building, presuming that there's something else there. And build that. 80 stone for 100 food.
Let me guess, Ninurta. Something about Assyria and greatness? I solemnly...
I mean, that seems unfair to me, but I do need the stone, so I'll take it. Palmarip for $5. Thank you very much, sir. Returning in late. How much longer are you going for? Only about an hour or so. Then I'll have to go and get ready for going to the cinema to watch Deadpool, which will hopefully be a fun movie. Why am I... Is it because they're in my territory, so I get to decide their stuff? Do they have to pay me, like, taxes for being in my territory or something? That's a cool idea. I like that. That's neat. Like, your ally can actually come help you and be like, oh, hey, I killed this dude for you. Like, let's split the profits 50-50. That's neat, if that's what's happening there.
The cry of triumph.
Which I'm presuming it is.
I serve a great cause. I am a god.
I am a god. I am a god. Just looks at you. Wonders if you'll try and, you know, deny it or argue or something. Alright, the stone thing. That doesn't do. Okay, so. Influence. +2. I don't know what that means. Stone Carver's District. +10 stone, this province. Okay, so happiness is actually going up now, so I don't necessarily need to worry as much about happiness. Can I build obelisks? No, I can only build an obelisk here. Which requires tier 4, okay. So I kind of want the obelisk, because that's a lot of things. And it's also 200 gold, which is bloody expensive, but that looks really good. All of that seems frankly useless. Happiness, okay, yeah. 300 stone.
Protector of Assyria.
How much was it for that?
Honor, discipline.
Okay, I can get that now. I'm gonna get that, because that just looks like a cute little unit. That just looks like a cute unit. Yes, it'll make me hungry, and it'll take away all of my bronze and everything else, but it just looks like a cute little unit. Besides, I'm gonna get more bronze very, very soon. As for how I'm gonna get more food, well, that is a different conundrum. Production all resource this region plus 10%. I should just build those everywhere, because those are just plus 10% resources is guaranteed to be good. Court action available.
This is the heart of the universe, and I am its master.
Okay, I am scheming. Good for me.
Nothing passes me by.
And now I have another little green flower. Happy me. And Palmerip, cool. I love the Total War franchise. How does Total War Pharaoh stack up against the other games? So far, I am not impressed. I will say this. Okay, the strategic layer has a lot of cool stuff to it. It has religion, it has the court, and now it has families and marriage and stuff. All of that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I like that. That is all quite neat. But the combat is kind of awful. I kind of hate the combat. I kind of hate the combat so far. Okay, so I am importing 40 bronze. Okay, I do want to keep that up.
This is the start of a new friendship. This is a pleasing.
But they keep trying to take stuff from me, old bastards.
All answer to me. Warriors, order.
Right, so if I was them, I'd have my main army over there. Kahut, Amakusa. I mean, I'd love it if you could beat like one more army of theirs. That'd be great.
I do this for Assyria. Our march continues.
War.
Submit
War
to
indeed.
me.
Warfare. Oh, lots of dudes over there. Wait, are you sieging that? What are you doing?
I serve a great cause. Protector of Assyria.
Whatever you are, I'm going to attack the city, because that way, I think if you try to do anything, you'll be killed when you try to help the city, so get stuffed. But I hate the combat. I fucking hate the combat. I fucking hate the combat. The combat is so unbelievably fast. Now, maybe it's because, you know, units don't have enough armor yet, and that's why arrows feel like they're so unbelievably dangerous. Maybe. I reserve... Why do I keep pressing the wait button when I don't want what comes up next? I don't know. I'm retarded. It's the only actual explanation I actually have for you. Just God's honest, unironic retardation. Right. Reinforcements. I don't know which one of these is the biggest group of reinforcements, because I'd like to just kill that. Well, I'm not gonna put stuff over here.
Triumph will be our legacy.
Let's see. So that's just the general. Okay, let's go deal with him.
Service guarantees citizenship.
So bear that in mind. It might be because there's just not like a lot of armor or basically any armor at all on the field, and that's why things feels like they die a million times too fast from anything and everything. Ah. Fire arrows, huh? Okay. Well, that's kind of cute.
At a canter.
So, I wonder what kind of, like, impact these guys have.
Drive us onward.
Damn, I'm already running out of ammo. That's quick. Then again, considering how dangerous they are, I suppose that makes quite a bit of sense.
Hold your fire. Cut them up close.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. So if I just do this, does that just smoosh them into little pieces and send them fleeing off the battlefield? Yep, pretty much. Okay, well, I do. That does make a degree of sense.
Get to there.
They were getting kind of stuffed there, so fair enough.
Steady your mouths.
No, I do not want to get shot at by the archers, because archers are fucking dangerous.
Embrace your fury.
Embrace your inner furry. It is the only way you can truly know what it's like.
Proud and full. Shift out.
Roll onward. Get the horses pulling. Lose one ready.
Mighty steeds.
Look there. Time to meet our
Arcadian
foe.
hunters, I'd like to kill you too, but you are kind of covered by another unit of Arcadian hunters.
Aim and fire.
Face my wrath.
Prime for battle.
I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I'm getting very scared about engaging any sort of ranged units.
Put their eyes out.
I feel like if these javelin men decide to throw their javelins at me, that my unit is just going to disappear instantaneously.
Follow warriors.
Also, move up there.
We march. Chariots.
I will say, the chariots have not been as impressive as I was hoping for.
Horses.
And again, they did also do a lot of damage in melee, so... I suppose that is a thing to be considered as well. Alright. Get out of there, little horsies. You have done a good job. You have killed all of the bad people with the sticks.
Drive us onward.
Don't shoot at the routing stuff. That's useless.
Proceed.
Lend the money.
shoot him, because he's a general, and if he dies, that'll make his army sad.
At the canter!
Death from above! Make the gods proud!
Strike with precision!
Strike them, me lads. Careful though, little general, you're being shot at by the enemy's god archers. You must always be aware of your surroundings, lest the enemy fire arrows at you and do as much ridiculous damage to you as I am doing to them.
Noble warrior and champion of Assyria!
Always be aware of the position of the enemy's archers, for they are the nuclear weapons of this universe.
Set forth!
Unironically.
Cavalry, ready!
Okay, well that's that stuff dealt with.
We won't miss.
Battle calls me!
Good cavalry. You have done well.
On the move!
Why is this overlay thing here? Go away. Oh, so you can do that, oh, that's kind of neat. You can do that in the middle of the game, can you? That's a cool thing.
Steady your mounts!
Chariots! I was born for this!
Aim and fire.
Marksman!
Oh no, I am being charged. In any other video game, this might be a bad idea. But in this video game, do not worry. My archers can easily deal with a charging enemy or two. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Proud and bold!
Not a problemo.
Mighty steed!
I feel like I'm playing Empire Total War in the weirdest way.
In Assyria's name!
I really kind of do. I feel like this is closer to like an Empire Total War lined battle of just pure shooty shoot nonsense than it is any kind of Total War Pharaoh-esque nonsense. This is less Bronze Age Total War and more World War I Total War.
Noble warrior and champion of Assyria!
That is very much so what this feels like.
Ready!
How could it end like this?
World War I Total War.
Ever enduring!
Blast your enemies to pieces with massive amounts of ranged firepower.
Chariots!
I'm not staying here!
Running out of ammo soon. Getting there.
There's no turning this around!
Oh boy, these guys might actually get to me.
Take their heads!
My god, there's gonna be a job for the melee dudes in this battle. Rare, but intriguing.
Through them! Aim and fire!
Oh, out of ammo finally.
No hesitation!
At long last.
The gods guide us!
Put their eyes out!
Ride on!
There we go.
How could it end like this?
How could it end like this indeed? I have
We
no...
ride with haste!
I don't know a video game. How could it end like this?
Nothing can stop us!
Alright, well, go on little medieval lads. Entrain has been around for 6 months. Hi Arch, how are the games so far? Is it still bad or become less bad than before? I still think it's bad. I see the strategy map, like the overall strategy map, I like the strategy map. It's got a lot of cool little mechanics now. It's got dynasties, it's got marriages, it's got religions. It's got all the kinds of things that I would like to see on the strategy map. But the battles are just awful. The battles are just terrible. Like, just actually unironically terrible. And again, bear in mind, maybe it's because, you know, I haven't been running into units with, I mean, enough armor to be able to ignore the range damage, I guess. It's possible, but everything breaks so fast. Everything takes so much damage from ranged units that I've barely been in a fight yet. Like, every single battle, pretty much, I've won with, like, 30 casualties to 500-600 enemy casualties. And the AI is awful. Like, it keeps walking its units out, you know, piecemeal, one by one, feeding them into my line of archers, getting butchered, and then just kind of keep doing that. It feels like way too much damage. Way too much damage. Because, I mean, in this fight, I have lost one melee dude. Uno. Singular. One singular melee dude died. Because I needed to just rush in there and get rid of the last 2 or 3 enemy units. Hell, he might have died due to friendly fire, for all I know. What? Chariots. Little chariots. Chariots still have a hard time maneuvering through cities, but... Wow, 76 men lost. Jesus. Virtually all to archers. Oh, yes, all to archers. Their melee dudes killed 3 men. Oh, God help me. And Tenacious B, been gone from the channel doing family stuff. What's up with Devon V and Sargon? I haven't seen any of them on your videos lately. Any D&D updates? Nothing more for D&D immediately. We are going to do a talk show style thing with Sargon, however, in the not too distant future. Do not by that.
Make them feel our presence.
Which will probably be running on Thursdays once we get all of the details and the assets and everything worked out.
For I am their
so I will be doing that with Sargaruni in the not too distant future.
I seek strong warriors.
Still nothing particularly cool in the native units either. It's just the same unit pretty much. Ah, so that's the influence. Influence is culture. Okay, that makes a degree of sense, I suppose. 10 pending actions. Expired barter.
Well, what did you want to discuss? I knew this would...
Yep, I would like the bronze. Don't need to know that.
I am the future of the world.
Action. Ah, perform intrigue. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's the lowest. %0 chance. Yeah, that seems kind of terrible.
Heresy is the question. Fire is the answer.
That's nice. You can recruit elite units from them. That's kind of a cute ability as well. Assyria. No actions against that.
I hear
I guess
you
I'll
are
do that
skilled in trade matters, Assyrian.
Palmarip, if given the opportunity, what sort of Total War game would you like? Viking Hordes. So they want 187 stone for 367 food. I will accept that. It'll slow down my building somewhat, which will suck, but I like getting the extra food. I also like the resource system. The resource system also is neat, and it gives you a lot more reason to engage with diplomacy, which is good as well. 66 stone. Yeah, I don't want to give up any more of my stone, thank you very much. Favorite Total War? I want Victoria Total War. I want an actual planetary Total War. I want, like, India, Europe, all of this to be this big Total War. That's what I want. I want large Total War. Large. How are we gonna get that? Probably not, no. It's unlikely. But I would like to just have a huge Total War. Just an absolutely enormous, massive Total War. Where you can play as Indian factions, you can play as Britain, you can play as Prussia. Like, starting out in, like, at the tail end of the pike and shot era, right? Starting in, like, the 1700s and ending in, like, 1918 or something. That would be amazing. I would love that. Oh, hey, Mags. Good evening to you, Mags. That would be really cool. I would love that. That'd be so awesome. Movement and sea it land. We will take that. Right, so he's got an actual army over there, but it seems to be made up almost entirely of farmers.
Resist
so
me and you will die. A fight. Yes.
I feel confident in my ability to beat up the farmers. Up. Oh. Hello. It literally is nothing but farmers. Okie dokie. Holy shit. And again, it would really allow us to actually use this whole, you know, field of view system, because that you could have a huge map and you'd actually need to find the enemy before engaging with them. That would be awesome. No, don't give me rain. Okay, fine. Sweltering it is then.
Nothing can stop us.
Anything but rain, basically.
Victory beckons.
I would also quite like a remake of, there was a Viking Total War, like, the Viking Invasions or something like that, I think it was called. That one was fun, for Medieval 1. That was a cool one. I like that one quite a bit.
Let's show them how weak they are.
You know, I wouldn't mind if the enemy had to, you know, walk into this awful, shitty little swampland. I do also like the addition of, or well, not the addition, but the additional focus on terrain. I think that is really, really cool. And that is definitely a direction that Total War should be heading in, like more terrain. Because terrain is an interesting thing that actually adds additional considerations onto a battlefield. It makes it less just, we're gonna fight in just a big clump right here. Now the problem is, this is kind of the same issue with spiked spikes? Wooden spikes, there we go. Back in the day. So, in Medieval 2, and I think maybe in Medieval 1, there was a mechanic that was called, like, just wooden spikes. You could put them in front of, like, English archers, for example, had wooden spikes. The wooden spikes would deal devastating damage to cavalry that charged the wooden spikes, because, you know, duh. And that was a really cool mechanic, but they had to basically remove that mechanic because the AI could never figure out how to engage with the mechanic. They never managed to make it so that the AI would look at the spikes and go, oh shit, that will absolutely murderize my cavalry. I shouldn't be over there. I shouldn't run my cavalry directly onto the spiked traps. They never managed to get the AI to do that, and so they had to actually remove the mechanic as people figured out how to abuse it. And that's kind of the problem that we're beginning to see a lot with the terrain as well, where the AI will just walk into the terrain willy-nilly, completely blithely unaware that the terrain is there, or that it's having an effect on anything.
Yes. Strike them down.
Yeah, don't worry too much about running away from the Akkadian farmers archers. I'm sure you can deal. Gasperunners. They have flanked me with hunters. Oh no. If only it weren't for the fact that I could just dispatch my cavalry to overrun them and, you know, that would be it.
Follow warriors. Tremble.
Nice.
For us.
Tear through them.
And now it pretty much just becomes a matter of hunting down all of their goddamn little ranged units.
There's no turning this around. Play.
Yeah, flanking with skirmishers is not necessarily the most brilliant idea in the universe when the enemy has an assload of cavalry, as it turns out. Weird that. Weird how that works. Strange and mysterious, really, frankly. Strange and mysterious.
Rain javelins on them. Step by step.
Chasing you down across the mud terrain there is probably gonna suck a little bit.
Chariots! There's no turning this.
Good chariots. You've routed all of that nonsense. Good, good, good.
I'm not staying here. Break
And
them.
victory.
How could it end like this?
And again, it's just the general speed of everything. Everything is too goddamn fast.
Fight with pride.
It's like, God, I remember the introduction of the, there was an interesting little thing the other day, where the guy who was accused of ruining, basically, Rome Total War, whose name I forget now, but he was the guy who did the AI for it, and he got blamed for a lot of shit because, of course, the AI was awful, and it was released in a blatantly unfinished state where the AI clearly just could not engage with the mechanics in the video game. But he wrote a defense post a few weeks ago, which I did do a video on covering, and he mentioned some interesting things. As I've completely now lost my train of thoughts, and I'm thinking, like, I was going to say something pithy and interesting and relevant to this, and it just dumped right out of my mind, and I have no idea what the fuck that thing was anymore now. God help me. What was it to do with the AI? It wasn't to do with the AI. Surely there was something else.
Chariots!
Help, chat. Surely you can read my mind and tell me what the fuck I was thinking of there for a second. Yep, nope, no idea. No fucking clue. No fucking clue, but it was definitely something about Creative Assembly. Was it about the AI? It wasn't about the AI, was it? Was it? The thing, indeed. Okay, so one of the things that is related to the AI, until maybe I can, regain my train of thought at some point, was that they down-prioritized the AI. Like, the AI was always the thing they were thinking about last in these games. And what that meant was that there would often be situations where the developers would be like, hey, I would like this mechanic to be implemented. And they'd be like, oh, I want mud, or whatever, right? I want the mud mechanic. And then they would implement the mud mechanic, and much later on, the AI people would be told, like, okay, we're gonna have a mud mechanic. You're gonna need to figure out how to make the AI interact with the mud mechanic now. And they're gonna be like, okay, shit, fine, let's do that. And they were often just not given enough time. Like, they were at the bottom of the pecking order, pretty much, to designers and everybody else. So, that's the reason for the bad AI. They were always doing catch-up and never actually managing to finish a mechanic. That's why, like, units couldn't even climb walls in Rome 2, because they didn't have enough time to program the AI how to engage with walls.
Lessers deserve less.
And since they just continuously are catching up, the AI is always garbage. Because every time they manage to actually fix a mechanic, the developers came in and were like, hey, now do this. And the designers would shake their heads and scream quietly and just generally do stuff like that, yeah. Now, whether or not that is true, who knows? Maybe it's just the designers, the programmers whining. That is possible as well.
Not convenient.
Ancient Legacy. Sargon the Great or Hammurabi the Lawmaker. Create laws. 2 active ambitions at the same time. To grand ambitions, complete but provide a greater reward. Different archetypes. Appoint royal scribes for more ambitions. Now I like the idea of laws. Create a law. Civic law? Okay, that's kind of neat. So you can create laws that give you, like, faction-wide bonuses in return for a resource. That's kind of neat, too. Where is my legitimacy? Decay. Battles. Really? Battles reduce my legitimacy? Surely not. That would be retarded, right?
I do this
skill
for Assyria.
points. Skill. Yeah. Warm. So that will explain quite a bit, because it's how, like, the AI just doesn't engage with half of the mechanics in these games. It's the same problem with Hearts of Iron as well, like when they introduced the idea of naval mines, for example, right? I really loved the idea of doing naval mines in Hearts of Iron. I was like, oh my god, that's really cool. So I was starting to build, like, anti-naval, like, anti-mine vessels and stuff. Like, oh my god, cool, so you can mine areas, and you gotta demine areas, and you gotta patrol them, like, that's kind of cool. And then it turned out the AI literally does not, on any level, engage with the mine mechanic at all. It can't. It has no way of engaging with it. So it's a purely player mechanic, and the AI just doesn't do anything. It's like, wow, that is an incredibly massive waste. And, God, because the entire mechanic then might as well not have been implemented, frankly. Like, if the AI can't use it, like, fuck. That's retarded. That is actually idiotic. But the developers were like, oh, hey, we've got this cool idea. Oh, wow, what's the cool idea? Naval mines. Oh, right, that was a big thing. Okay, how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to put it in the game, it's going to work like this. Like, oh, my God. Okay, that sounds like it. That sounds like it would be really difficult to make the AI engage for that. Do you have any ideas how we're going to do that? No.
Nothing passes.
Damn, how long is it going to take to develop that, a mechanic to make the game engage with it? Well, we don't even know where to begin, really. Like, oh shit. Okay, we'll just skip implementing it entirely then and move on. And years after that expansion was released, even to this day, the AI still cannot engage with the naval mine mechanic. Because
submit to me.
Paradox were just like, oh yeah, put that in the game. It's like, yeah, but
Assyria's power.
we can't get the AI to engage with that. It's like, oh really? Yeah. Oh. Okay, never mind then, just completely ignore it.
They cannot escape.
I mean, I feel like they'll give up before I actually manage to build any of that, but, oh. I shouldn't have been selling off all my rocks. That is, Yeah, happiness would be really nice. Okay, so you can only worship one dude at a time. Alright, that's... Power of the Crown. Can extend limited war. Alright, well, I'm not going to do that, because I don't think I have enough, Yeah, I don't think I have enough to be doing that just yet, no. Need more temples. I'm presuming you gain favor by building temples. That would make a certain amount of sense, right? Influence? Favor, plus 50. Yes, I figured.
You are in this court by my grace only.
I'm gonna... let's chill on that builder. Wait a little bit, get a bit more rocks. Sujant for €5. Have you seen the series SAS Rogue Heroes about the start of the SAS Witcher? I have not, no. I have not seen that. It does sound interesting, though. Oh my god, dudes. Loads of dudes. Loads of fucking farmer dudes, but still loads of dudes. Kinda tempted to try and... because that's a garrison too. Do I want to fight the garrison too? I'd rather not fight the garrison. I'm
I will
just gonna,
fight another day.
Go over here. 607 bronze. That's a lot of fucking bronze. There's a lot of fucking food too, but no.
The stars. What?
So they're all within reinforced range. Little bastards. Little bastards, actually.
Expedite, warriors, expedite!
Expedite. Are you sure
Our
you know
march
what the word
continues.
expedite even means back then?
Our army must grow. A warrior's spirit is a must.
Alright, let's get
I seek strong warriors.
more archers. You know, 75. Oh god, is somebody eating up my gold? Oh, it's these guys, isn't it?
By Ninurta.
Ah, 35 gold a turn. Okay, that's a mistake then, because I can't actually produce any gold. Nor am I near anywhere that can produce any gold. Unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. Does anybody have gold nearby that I can trade for? I mean, you guys had gold, didn't you?
To rule.
You also hate my guts, but maybe that won't matter.
Of Assyria.
Minus 35. That is absolutely awful, isn't it? What's this? Right, how much? If I gave you like 100 bronze, would you like that? You would. Okay. Alright, there we go. That'll...
This is...
I'll keep paying for my chariots. I like the resource system. The resource system is good.
Go away.
Right, I still need to upgrade that, do I? Or can I finally build something that gives me better units? I still think I still can't build anything that gives me better units. Allows recruitment of... Ah, that's the one. That's the building that gives me better units. Okay, build that one.
What now?
Expired barter with Assyria. Import rocks. Export. Yes, that would be great.
Your strength of character, Ninurta.
In fact, could I get more rocks? I would like, what about like 200? Oh, 75. You can only give me 75 rocks. Okay. 75 rocks for 100 food? Oh. No. Barter agreement. 75 rocks for 100 food? Oh, that's a bit much. That's a bit much video game. 80 food. 90 food. 95 food. There you go.
You are...
See, this is a nice system. I like this. Like, basically, the strategy map things are good. I like the strategy map things. The strategy map things are solid. It's just that the combat AI is absolutely god-awful and should be flushed down the toilet like the dead, disemboweled goldfish it absolutely, unquestionably is. That is kind of the problem with Total War. They keep not improving upon the combat system. I mean, they're kind of becoming Paradox in that regard, where Paradox usually has, like, good strategic elements, but their combat always goddamn sucks, because they're still using the same combat system they invented for Europa Universalis 2. Yes. That's kind of becoming the Total War problem, where they are also...
That is our goal.
Still using the combat system they invented absolute ridiculous ages ago.
Praise Assyria. Move out.
Can I raid your territory? XP per turn. Is that all it gives me? Really? It doesn't it give me like something like money or resources or something maybe? Because you're probably going to chase him off next turn, which is good, because I'd rather, have this for myself.
Enough with your pestering.
Set a small surprise. Take this route.
We're going to go over there. We're going to set up an ambush. And, oh, they got more dudes coming out with that.
The future belongs to us.
Why do they have so many dudes? I don't like that they have so many dudes. Oh, something is happening.
Peace is a delicate balance. But when brothers turn against each other...
Are the Greeks having a spat?
Virtues are abandoned. And bloodshed is inevitable.
Greeks are having a spat, probably.
Heresy
And Rasmus
request.
0211
Fire
for
is the
20
answer.
Donkey Kong. Zane's Corns, I caught another stream. You caught another coin. Thank you very much. Adopt into Dynasty. So their offer... So they're going to give me 630 bucks and... Sure. Maybe, who knows? Probably. Damn, I wish the Assyrians weren't conquering so much stuff. It's really unfortunate, because I was going to conquer that stuff. That was going to be my stuff, and now it's the Assyrian stuff. I don't like that.
My might swells.
A June civil war begins. Well, that's fun for them.
You have news?
Yes, unfortunately, the Assyrians are going to take over this too.
Rule.
Fucking Assyrians.
Resist me and you will die.
Well, I do need more food, so I might as well at least go up
Not
and grab
convenient.
that. 10 dudes, meow.
I will crush you.
They will crush you like bug. Palmarip, what is your faction, clan, tribe, or kingdom about? Well, these are the, not the Assyrians, are they Assyrians? What? Yeah, and our faction, like, our thing is Assyrians, right? Our culture thing, or whatever. I think they're, what are they about? In gameplay terms, pokey sticks. Ranged pokey sticks. As far as I can tell, they're just really into bows. That seems to be their thing. They really like bows. You shoot people with bows and people die. That appears to be the defining character trait of my faction. Basically, they're wood elves. There you go. A quick, simple, and concise summary of this faction. Wood elves. But Assyrian wood elves.
We march!
Horses!
I'm not sure wood elves would be improved by being Assyrian myself, but
I knew we should have brought more javelins.
that's basically what they are.
Arrows of the East.
Commence deployment of long-range stabby sticks. I mean, at least the AI here is intelligent enough to back off when it's getting shot at. That's more than you can say for Total War 3 Kingdoms, where you would line up, you would start shooting the enemy units, they would take X amount of casualties, and then the enemy units would withdraw so as to allow another unit to move forward and take new casualties. It was near uniquely retarded. So at least this AI is better than Total War 3 Kingdoms AI. That must be said.
Time to move!
That is not much praise, but it is praise of a kind.
This is the end for you.
It's very limited praise.
Go now!
On the move!
Noble warrior and champion of Assyria!
Don't do that. Well, to some degree. They still apparently will just advance units towards me, but... I know we got pretty big shields. We can probably survive a few arrows, right? Yeah, maybe. I mean, hey, they're taking less damage, so... That's something. That's still a unit sacrifice for absolutely nothing, but still. You really should have invented the Roman testudo, my dudes. Whistly noises. Man, imagine how lethal my archers would be if they were more accurate. That would be truly horrifying. Okay, maybe I spoke too soon when I said the AI was smarter.
Shift out.
Are they gonna keep sending units? Are they gonna keep feeding me units slowly but surely? Maybe? No. Oh, yeah, no, maybe. Yes, they are.
Let's fly.
Yes, they pretty much are. Okay, well. I mean, I've always wanted a good Napoleonic Total War, I guess, and this is in essence that. It's line wars. And hey, I'm glad I picked the Archer hero, because the Archer hero turned out to be really goddamn OP, so...
Drive us onward. Clap. Blaze.
The gods are whipping up a storm.
Ugh.
On the move.
Rain. Why must it rain?
That way. Ever enduring.
The rain makes my overpowered archers less overpowered. I don't like it.
On we go. On the move.
It should always be sunny in Philadelphia. Wherever the fuck this is. Ah. I have triggered the AI's defensive response. Good. That means I get to shoot them with arrows now. Well, they're also getting to shoot me with arrows, which I don't like as much. Cavalry, come over here instead. Alright, now we wait and see who runs out of ammunition first, I guess. I wish I had invented the testudo, because if I had invented the testudo, this would be a lot more effective as well. But neither I nor my enemies have invented how to hold the shield up yet. That is lost technology.
Step by step.
How to shield. Very difficult, very hard.
No, death will not take me.
The only thing killing any of my stuff is ranged units. The only thing killing any of their stuff is ranged units. No, don't throw sticks at my chariots. My chariots are vulnerable to sticks. This is not what I was expecting from Bronze Age Total War, I will admit. It's like, yeah, it's just ranged combat. Is that all? Yeah. It's just ranged combat. That's weird. It might be, but, you know. What do you want from me? Damn. Running out of ammunition. The worst part is, look, if I try to attack them, they're just gonna murder me, so... I think now that I run out of ammo, I might actually just lose, because this entire fucking game, right now, is decided by whoever has the most ranged units. And now they have more ranged units than me. And so my melee units don't stand a chance of closing with them, they will all be murdered instantly. Wow. Video game? Alright, well, let's try and lure them in after us then. lure them in after.
Tremble before us!
Then just run at them when the cavalry hopefully tags them.
No! Death will not take me!
Tremble before us!
And the thing is too, okay, you can argue that, oh, you know, it's just a balance problem, it'll be fixed. I want to point out, this game is like a year old by now. This is the major patch. This is, by the way, probably also the last major piece of content this game will ever see, as this is Creative Assembly putting out a big thing to regain as much goodwill as possible before probably dumping the game forever, right? So this isn't like they did a little balance dump, they'll fix it. This is their big thing. This is their big, like, Emperor edition of the game. If they still have not been bothered to fix range damage, if range damage is still hilariously, sillily overtuned, that indicates a much larger problem. That indicates just a complete and utter incompetence on behalf of Creative Assembly, or that they just don't care, that they think this is actually what people want, that they're like, oh, but people want battles that are maximum 10 minutes long. So, like, this isn't just a balance problem either, it's something far larger than that. It is, at the end of the day, a behavioral problem. It's a philosophy problem that Creative Assembly has. Well, you get in there as well, little bodyguard unit, so I can go in and flank you from behind. Oh, hey, oh, yeah, oh, carefully, hold it. Right, and now that there's no more ranged units, the game is, grindy. Come on, we can just deal with that maybe. Poor cavalry getting their asses kicked too. Well, hey, I was asking for slower combat, and this certainly is that.
They've taken many losses! Steady your mounts! Ever enduring!
I am surprised that you were able to break off from the 3 melee units fighting you to go charge the cavalry, but hey.
Fear me! Break them!
Play!
The bodyguard unit is entirely focused on the cavalry, ignoring all of the infantry hitting them.
They could win.
Also, whoever decided to splash the screen with strawberry jam, that was a bad idea, and you shouldn't have done it.
I'm not staying here.
There's that. Last of that units. God, I keep ordering you to do things, but your pathfinding is clearly too bad to follow instructions, which is a pinch unfortunate.
As the gods will!
Play! On we go! Cut them down!
Dum 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 dum.
Nothing can stop us! On we go!
Proceed.
Assure's finest!
Make the gods proud! Roll on
Come on. Well, but thicker deployment there, boys.
Strike with precision! In a heartbeat!
And the rest of you over there. Silly little cavalry unit, you don't need to run away.
Make the gods proud!
Rend their flesh! Fear me!
Ah, there they are.
March!
Embrace your fury! Show no
You're furry.
mercy.
Embrace it.
Time to move!
Don't worry about your skirmish. I'm sure your dudes are decent at melee, so get in there.
seconds!
Oh.
Take their heads!
You're not gonna make me chase you down? Alright, fair enough.
Rend their flesh!
No,
And there we go.
death will not take me.
Peace will live another day.
So do they actually fight from the chariots, or do they just do like... Okay, interesting. Creative Assembly really need to just stop doing chariots, okay? They're not very good at doing chariots. They've failed at doing chariots since Rome fucking won, okay? They just need to kind of give up on the whole chariots thing. They just need to give up on it. Like they've given up on so many other mechanics. The chariot is one of those mechanics that they should kind of just abandon at this point. Damn, that's the highest casualty battle so far, because the entire enemy army was nothing but fucking ranged units. I clearly didn't buy enough archers. You know, this combat is cooler than the actual battle combat, which is
warriors.
a little bit of a problem.
Replenish our supplies.
Yay. Still starving, but hey. At least I will be starving less coming next turn. That's something.
Glory to Assyria and its people, for I am their savior.
Can I tax you yet? No, I can't. And I will never be able to tax you. Literally, there is no point at which I will be able to tax you before I get this. And even then, I still won't be able to tax you. Alright, upgrade that. So I can work on upgrading everything else. So, but when you've got all of the okay, so isn't this an issue too? When I have all of the buildings available, when I've built all of the buildings, won't my idle workforce still grow up to max? Won't that still mean that I will be at -6 happiness regardless? So if I'm going to tax a province, I'm going to be at -12 regardless? Isn't that actually what we call a fucking retarded system? Because it strikes me as a fucking retarded system. Yeah, it sounds as if you will never be able to tax or run any settlement whatsoever without unhappiness. Unless you do, like, I don't know, deities or something? I'm presuming there's gotta be some sort of outside effect to reduce the ridiculous unrest, I'd wager. Because right now, it seems as if there's actually no way this settlement could ever possibly conceivably be happy. As the highest amount of happiness I can get is, what, +1? Alright, because let's see. Oh, that gives no happiness. +2. The highest possible happiness I could get is the Great Mustering Hall. +2. That's a really stupid mechanic. That's a really dumb mechanic actually, but yeah. Right, it is 7. I've played for the 2 hours I figured I would play, and okay, so closing thoughts. The strategy map stuff is like a lot of old mechanics, which are okay. The settlement, the province system, it's arbitrary, it's dumb, I don't like it. It's just a dumb system. I've never liked it, I will never like it. Now, if you could create your own region. It's like, okay, this, and this city is a region. And then you conquer a new region. Okay, that's going to be region number 4 now. And then you can have an administrative center that allows you to have larger regions. And the benefit of larger regions is going to cost you more to upkeep, like in gold, for example, but it'll produce more goods because it's more centralized, for example. That could be cool. Building slots are a necessary evil, I guess. I kind of wish we didn't need them. It is an artificial limiter on your ability to do things, and I never like artificial limits. It's like, oh, well, the city's just so big now, we couldn't possibly build any more. That's bullshit. That is this is nonsense in every single civilization ever created on Earth. This is why we have urban overflow. This is why you have like ancient European cities where you have actually the castle, which used to be the actual city, but then it grew larger. People started building building outside the walls, and then maybe you had like a city like Paris with multiple walls as they built, concentric defenses to house the population. It's idiotic that a smaller settlement cannot grow into a large settlement, but this is just the mechanic now, so what point is there in whining about it? The outpost system, I still like. The ability to have things that boost economy or allow you to do extra movement or replenishment is a cool idea. I like it. The addition of a research tree, it's bare bones and basic as fuck. It's inferior to the one in Total War Warhammer in every way, but at least it's there. The diplomacy system combined with the resources are a step in the right direction. I like resources, because resources give you a reason to conquer specific regions beyond simple gold. If you need bronze, you're actually going to have to look for regions that produce bronze, and or trade for people that have bronze. And it is a better artificial limiter on what unit you can have than in Total War 3 Kingdoms, where there's like, oh, yellow units for yellow generals, red units for red generals. So this is good too. This means that you do have to respond to the strategic situation depending upon resources. This is good. The deity system is nice if extraordinarily static, where you just pick the deity and then you build up enough favor to unlock the abilities. I would like to have more stuff with this diplomatically, because worshipping different deities should give you diplomatic penalties. Maybe you could interact with the deities. Preferably, honestly, this should be worked into a mythological system where you can eventually unlock cool stuff with them. Or even unlock like Templar factions a la Medieval 2. But so, bare bones, basically just a bonus to stuff, but it's there. Court system is cool. It gives you something else to do to interact with people in a courtly intrigue. It's another layer of stuff. The civil war mechanic, which kind of feeds into that, also good. The law system, the fact that the various factions have their own things, and at the end of the day, this is only going to be a plus, like, percentage whatever, right? Which is kind of boring, but it's something. It's something you can engage with that gives you a bit of role-playing potential. Like, oh, I'm making laws, and I need a resource, like lawyers, basically, to make laws. These laws then give me bonuses. Cool, it's nice. And Dynasties, well, this is a Total War mechanic from fucking, what? Medieval 1 or something, and it's nice to see them reintroduce families, so cool. It's another old mechanic, but hey, old mechanics being reintroduced is not worthy of praise necessarily in my opinion, but at least it's there. And the Pillars of Civilization thing causing like external invasions is neat. At least it gives you something to fight late game. So the strategy map is comparable to any other Total War game. I don't think it's inferior directly. It has some mechanic extra, some mechanics that are inferior, etc. It's, a good Total War game for strategy mechanics. But the battles are awful. The battles are terrible. The battles are... I don't know if they are as bad as Total War 3 Kingdoms on launch, because those battles were fucking atrocious. The AI was non-functional. Like, the town battles in Total War 3 Kingdoms on launch was non-functional. It didn't exist. You could sit on the edge of the town, shoot up a unit, and the enemy would go, oh, you killed that unit? Here, let me send in the next unit so you can kill that too. So this is marginally better, but not by much. I haven't even been able to really engage with the lethality mechanic. I don't even know if that plays a role, because I shoot every enemy unit to death before they have a chance to touch me.
Speak now.
I don't know if they have lethality. I am not sure. It isn't listed on their card. Skirmish, good morale, cannot capture, damage. Melee lethality 10. Okay, let's see here. So, lethality. Ranged. Okay, range does not appear to have a lethality stat. So there's a melee lethality. There does not appear to be a... Oh, there we go. Yes, here. Missile damage. Range lethality is 5% for these missiles. Missile lethality is 10% for these guys. Okay, so... Oh my god, that's retarded. That's probably the issue. So 68 guys fire 68 arrows. Let's assume, like, 10 of those hits, right? 10 arrows hits. That means that statistically, every volley, they're gonna kill an enemy model. If you then have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 guys shooting, what's your missile damage? 12%. So if you've got 6 guys shooting at one unit, then statistically, even if they hit with only 10 arrows, that is 6 enemy models killed per volley. And that is, of course, just like statistic. If they hit with more, if you hit with 20 arrows, so a 1/3 hit rate, you kill 12 models out of a 60, like 90 model unit. That is a tenth, more than a tenth of the unit wiped out each volley. Yeah. The archers are way, way too powerful. And it means that range damage is the only damage that counts now. Because melee units can't close with range units without taking massive casualties. And again, I am not going to accept the excuse that this is just like a minor balance oversight that they'll totally fix later on, because this is their big Empire, like their big like Empire Total War release of Imperium or whatever the special edition of Rome 2 was called. This is their big final foot forward to go, it's good now, guys, buy it. It isn't. Like, they still haven't bothered testing it. This would have been obvious with any amount of testing. I played for 2 hours, and I knew it in the first battle that this was obviously wrong, that the ranged units were doing way too much damage. So they've done virtually no testing at all here. And as for the lethality of melee units, well, I don't fucking know, because there's no melee combat at the moment. But presumably it would be significantly lesser, because you're only going to have a small unit of the unit in combat doing lethality, I guess. It kind of makes the armor system sort of pointless, though, because the idea of armor was that it would eventually be worn away and then you do more damage, which kind of negates that entire mechanic. I don't know. Like, I'm not in theory opposed to the lethality mechanic, because it adds in an interesting degree of randomness, I suppose. But it should probably be capped at like 5% tops, and even that's a little bit much. And it makes the battles even shorter, doesn't it? Inevitably so, because you've already got short battles when they need to work through the enemy's health bar. Now you have battles where they're working through the enemy's health bar, but occasionally they crit and deal like 200-300 hit points worth of damage instead of the 10 hit points worth of damage they would normally do, making the already short battles even shorter. I think they're just yet again heading in the wrong direction. They keep thinking how they can make battles shorter, and that just doesn't really benefit the game in any way. It makes it worse, and goddamn, the arbitrary fucking happiness system. I hate the happiness system. I despise the happiness system. I loathe it. The very idea that this province is like, oh my god, you conquered those people over there? Oh, that makes us super unhappy. Retarded. retarded, dumb, stupid. And with virtually no buildings to increase happiness, it is just yet another arbitrary punishment mechanic heaped onto the player for dick all reason. It is intended to simulate unrest, but it does so in the dumbest, most arbitrary way imaginable. Ugh, I hate the happiness system. Fucking absolutely despise it. Now, if there was a way to at least interact with it, like if your generals could build up like pro-happiness, like he could gain traits, like in Medieval 2, like a pacifier, somebody who can calm down the population, or a way to build buildings around it, or a way to even have decent like military crackdown. Because right now, well, how much does the military crackdown give? Military president gives 9. So having an army of like 2,000 men in a city of a couple hundred dudes is not enough to calm them down at all. Like, if anything, here's the thing too. It's disorder, right? But after an army moves in and pillages a city, you know what's the result of that? It isn't disorder, it's everyone being too fucking scared to leave their houses. Like, if anything, a military crackdown should be increasing order. Again, it's fundamentally flawed. It shouldn't be happiness. Happiness should be a mechanic, but it should not be the one that causes rebellions. It should be order that causes disorder and rebellions, but that's a completely different rant, I do suppose. Anywho, Total War Pharaoh Dynasties. I still can't recommend it. This is clearly basically them doing beta testing for their next game and how they're going to implement the lethality system. That's what this is. It's yet another paid beta test, which is most of Creative Assembly's small games these days. Avoid it. Do not give them money for this. Even the decreased price is not enough to be a paid beta tester for Creative Assembly to throw random garbage at you and see if it works. Because again, they did no testing at all with ranged lethality because that's your job, not Creative Assembly's, apparently. Until next time, chat, have a good day. As good as you can.